Introducing the Open Palm Podcast, hosted by Jerome Shaw. Available today on your favorite podcasting platforms, including Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Anchor.fm, and many more. The Open Palm Podcast, where the host engages his listeners with inspirational messages, motivating themes, and thought-provoking ideas. Topics include: make more mistakes, how much is your value, don't get right, get going, learning to let go, excellence is a habit, and more. Binge listen today. Subscribe today. It's getting excellent ratings. That's the Open Palm Podcast, hosted by Jerome Shaw. You can also find it on YouTube. Make sure you share it with your social networks and connect on Twitter and Instagram at Jerome Shaw. That's the Open Palm Podcast with Jerome Shaw. Available today on your favorite podcasting platforms. Go listen, download, and subscribe now.
My friend, I woke up this morning to my alarm clock that usually I have not been setting. But lately, I've been setting because I've been treating myself. I've been breaking one of my rules. I admit that I've been doing something that I told myself I wouldn't do, which is eat after noon. And because I've been doing that, often I've been getting up groggy, not getting up by myself of my own accord. And this morning I woke up and I did something that I used to do so very often. I pressed the snooze button. And I knew that I was going to get up, but all of a sudden I was woken up again out of my slumber, right? By the alarm clock. And I knew that I needed to get up. It was 5:15. And I did something that I used to do so very much. I pressed the snooze button. And at a certain point, my mind screamed at me. My mind yelled out and said, "Jerome, get up." It said, "Jerome, get up now." But then it paused and said, "But don't get up on my account." My mind said, "Ask yourself this question." This is my mind talking. It said, "Ask yourself this question, Jerome. Are you here for a purpose? Are you here to change lives? Are you here for a reason? To live a purpose-driven life? Do you feel like that, Jerome? That you've been put here for a reason, for a purpose? Because if not, then just go back to sleep. Go back to sleep. Keep dreaming. Keep believing. Just go back to sleep. Keep hoping. Keep wishing. Go back to sleep. But if by chance you are, get up. My friend, I got up. here I am. Telling you this and telling myself this for a reason. There are times where we must make a decision that no one else can make for us. Are we sleeping too much? Are we sleeping too much? There are people that I've seen in my life, actually one person in particular, that don't sleep at all. They may rest, their body may rest, but they don't sleep. And it's really not broadcasted or publicized, because if people knew what was possible for them, if you knew that you didn't have to lay down, it would blow your mind. I met a man who in I don't know how many years has not laid down. He's a monk. And to show his congregation, to show his people that they can not only detach from food, they can also detach from sleep. He wanted to demonstrate, lead by example. And I asked other people around him. I asked people who knew of him, even people who didn't even follow him, but just observed him. Have you ever seen this man lay down? They said, no, I've never seen him lay down. I've seen him sit down in a chair. I've seen him meditate. And when I've seen him in a car traveling from one place to the next, I've seen him rest his eyes, but I've never seen him physically lay down. I said, that's all I need to know. We are amazing. Human beings are capable of more than we realize. I believe that the ancients knew it. I believe that contemporaries knew it, modern people knew it, or know it, but not all people know it. Maybe it's a small percentage who know it. But in this day and age, I believe so many more awakenings are happening. Awakenings and realizations of what we have inside us. Willpower, strength, endurance. Are we sleeping too much? Do we really need sleep that bad? We may need rest, but do we really need to be sleeping our lives away? I asked myself this question this morning. It got me up. What will get you out of the bed, my friend? Will it be your alarm clock? Or will it be your purpose? Thank you for listening. This has been Jerome Shaw on TOP, that is, the Open Palm Podcast, Here in San Antonio, Texas, the open palm means harmony with the world, understanding our place in the world, using our skills accordingly, greeting the world with an open palm instead of a closed fist. I pray that you received an encouraging message this morning, as I did, being the observer of my thoughts, knowing that there was no one around to push me, so I had to push myself. Pay this forward, send this, share this with a like-minded individual who is learning and growing. Even call into the podcast and share your thoughts. Sharing is caring, my friend, and your voice has value. Many have asked how they can support the podcast. Well, if you resonated and gained value from this episode, consider supporting it by opening your browser to anchor.fm/jshaw and supporting it there. Clicking that little button is much appreciated. Or even $1 goes a long way to making a difference. Be well, my friend. Be blessed. Be purposeful. Take care.
Hey there, my friend. So you've heard about Anchor, but do you know why it's the easiest way to make a podcast? Well, first off, it's free. It allows you to use creation tools that let you record your podcast right from your phone or computer. It also distributes your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more platforms. You can even make money from your podcast with minimum listenership. It's everything you need in one place. Download the free Anchor app today or go to anchor.fm to get started. Can't wait to hear yours. Let's see what you have to offer the world.